Hi everyone, I'm Bree the Plant Lady coming to you from beautiful Aiken, South Carolina, where I have been spending some quality time harvesting olives on this epic Thanksgiving Day of 2021. Now, I grow olives in my garden, but I have yet to have any fruit. But here at my parents' house in Zone 8, they actually have like hundreds of fruits. This tree is loaded with olives, and I don't have the first idea as to what to do with them to make them taste good, because in this form they don't taste good at all. I already tried. Don't recommend it. But now I'm totally obsessed. It's not as if they aren't gonna ever buy olive oil, but the idea that they actually could come out and harvest some of these, I think, is pretty intriguing. Of course, I think they're in direct competition with some of the local birds. When I walked over here to investigate the tree, there were birds all up in here, and you can see this tree is actually still quite small. Everything here is about maybe 3.5 years old, but it's growing really well. Olives are great because they're actually a broadleaf evergreen. So in addition to the fact that they do have this edible fruit, they look great 12 months out of the year. They're really heat and humidity tolerant. And I know they're becoming more and more popular in like zones 7 and 8 in the United States, specifically in the Southeast, simply because, you know, they're tolerant of this climate. But let's go ahead and have a quick tour around their garden. They did get their first hard frost night before last, so all of the salvias and brugmansias and bananas and things have all been, you know, they're all pretty crunchy from the cold, but it still looks beautiful. And obviously today is a gorgeous, sunny, warm Thanksgiving Day. We have so much to be grateful for. So let's take a stroll. So this is actually the view from their front porch. And they've got this great natural area that's predominantly natives, not exclusively, but a lot of native plants in here. And, you know, wonderful trees like the longleaf pine and native oaks, along with like sparkleberry, which is a zenobia. That's this plant with the great burgundy foliage. And this is really filled in a lot. There's certainly opportunity to do some seeding with poppies and larkspur, my passion. But it's a great view. And probably one of the best lessons to learn from this landscape is using Tagetes lemonii, the African marigold. And this blooms with short days, but the real reason to grow it is to prevent animal browse. It has a really strong scent, and deer, rabbits, groundhogs absolutely hate it. And you really can't beat it for this incredible bloom. Here we are in the last week of November, and it's just so spectacular. I absolutely love these native oaks. I'm so glad they left this natural area. And they have a bunch of camellias planted in there, but I don't think they're doing that well because I think it's too dense shade. But coming into their foundation landscape, I really am charmed by that fall blooming Nephafia, which came from our friend Jenks Farmer. And I'm just so happy with how they've embraced the combination of natives and non-natives to be able to just fill up the ground plane and create a landscape that's really unique and interesting and full of color and texture. And you'll see there's no open mulch space, so they're actually taking my advice. Just so meaningful. Across the front here, you can see that the brugmansias definitely are nipped, as is the lantana. Across the front, the salvia leucantha has faded fast from cold temperatures, but it's been a good season. Everything is beautiful. One of my favorite camellias, this is Stephanie Golden. Again, this is nipped from the recent cold. But you see it's just absolutely covered in flowers. This is a really fantastic cultivar. And there they are hanging out at the land yacht which is still not quite homeowner association approved. It's definitely causing my dad a lot of drama, which perhaps he needs in retirement. Again, out here on the outside of their fence, protecting all of their plants from deer browse, which is a huge problem in this neighborhood. Tagetes is really one of the best things that you can use, especially if you're in zone 7 or zone 8 where this is hardy. Well, I'm wishing you all a happy Thanksgiving, whatever capacity that you are celebrating, and I thank you so much for watching.